I can't do anything. I don't have an eye for anything nice. I don't. I can't.
You never walk into a room and see something and go, that would look cool in my place.
I can't see it. I can't make food look nice. I can cook well. I'm a good cook, but I can't plate.
Oh, it's sad that I know what that term is.
Yeah, I can't plate.
Yeah, I just learned that because my wife watches a lot of Food Network, and they go, yeah, the food was good, but you didn't plate it well. And I'm like, I don't care how it looks.
Just put it out?
Yeah.
I just found out I've been walking around all day in an inside-out T-shirt.
When you have your own show, you can do that.
I'm a fucking wreck.
Well, but now you're a trendsetter. So people go, oh, Jim Jefferies is wearing his shirt inside out.
I didn't know I was a trendsetter.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
once you're on Weekly.
I can't quite dress myself either. I've just black T-shirts, Converse, and black jeans is all I can really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, I get dressed at work. Someone dresses me.
And then, how great is that?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't.
You have to think as far as underwear, pants, and T-shirt, right? You at least have to just get to the place clothed.
Yeah, I have to get the place clothed. Well, yeah, even then they give me socks and everything. And it's like I'm doing Jimmy Kimmel tomorrow, and I just walked in. There's an outfit hanging on the rack said your Kimmel outfit.
Oh man,
you're
a moron.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're living the life of a 5-year-old, Jim. Someone dresses you, someone feeds you.
It's like, if you watch my show, I think people think very little of me because all the jokes, all my writers write all the jokes are like this, and So obviously I didn't watch that in the news because I was drunk. You know what I mean? Like every joke is and blah 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 because I can't bathe myself.
Yeah. You know what? That's a real look in the mirror. Is once you get people to write for you because they go, oh, this is what people assume Jim is like. This is what his world is. So it's
there's a lot of like I've taken a bit of cocaine, right? Like the way they describe me, like I'm fucking twitching the whole time with rocks falling out of me nose.
I want the listeners to know this. That as you're saying that, you are twitching.
I always twitch a little bit.
Well, that's from the cocaine.
Coke calms me down just a bit. Just a bit. I'm tweaking.
How do you guys start writing on what day?
They're upstairs writing now. Mm-hmm. They're directly above us right now, which is also weird because I got a pinball machine in my office.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I go up into the writer's room and then I'm like, hey, look, guys, I can't be up here for a while. I got a lot of stuff that I got to do, other things for the show. Mm-hmm. And then all they hear is ding, 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 ding. I didn't know they could hear it through the roof. And I did the George Costanza. I walk around the office like, I'm busy. Like I act bothered the whole time. Right, so they go, gee, Jim's flat out. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Well, that's when you say that's your emotional support pinball machine.
Yeah, but emotional support pinball machine that I emotionally support used for 5 hours out of my 8-hour day.
I feel like you do need things like that though, right? To as a break.
Yeah, I find it very calming, pinball. Yeah, I find it very calming. But
you think you'll ever be like the way Gabriel Iglesias has a shit ton of VW bugs? You think you'll ever just get a ton of pinball machines?
He just has a warehouse of shit. I don't know what Gabriel gets up to.
Yeah.
Every time I see his Instagram, I love Gabriel, but it's like, here's just me warehouse filled with V-dubs and then just fucking stuffed plush toys of me.
Driving the V-dub bugs.
There was an episode of Tanked.
Yeah.
You know, Tanked.
Yeah, they do a celebrity.
Taint. I thought that was a new show.
I think I rented that.
I did.
Tanked is the celebrity aquariums.
Celebrity aquariums.
Yes.
So they come in, and there are these two Jersey guys that live in Vegas. I think they're Jersey, but they're East Coast guys. And they're always like, we got to get this fish tank to Fluffy right away. Now, we can't let him get down. And there's always a problem.
Yeah.
There's always
but is it really a problem?
It's not going to fit in. And it's always like this. Where was an episode like, we got to make a pinball machine into a fish tank.
Right? They hire exhibit for that episode?
And if we don't do it, Fluffy's not gonna be happy.
Yeah. We got to get this done because Fluffy's like the nicest guy in the world.
So sweet.
His name's Fluffy. And you're like, we better get this done. And they converted a V-dub into a fish tank. And then there was somebody. I didn't speak to me directly, but it was either my manager or an agent or something. They said, tank isn't quiet if you want a fish tank anywhere. And I started looking around going, maybe I would want a fish tank. Like, I've never had an interest in fish in my entire life.
Yeah, but now someone gives you the option.
Well, I'm looking around the office like, what? Because it has to be weird. You can't just go, I'd like a nice rectangular one.
No.
That just sits in the corner with some simple fish.
Simple goldfish. No, you need like a barracuda.
Nemo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a glass microphone filled with a shark. Right? It's what I, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they did one of those for Tracy Morgan.
Right.
I can only imagine what was in his fish tank.
But this is the thing. So I call up Fluffy, right? Because he had his V-dub converted into a fish tank.
Yeah.
And I go, how was the experience? Did you like the thing? And then he goes, yeah, it was good. Yeah, no, it was brilliant fish tank. I go, well, you know, it's the upkeep, innit? It's hard because you have to feed them, and it's having a pet. And what about in the hiatus of the show that we have to bring someone in to take care of the fish and all that kind of stuff? And I go, so how do you do it with your V-dub fish tank?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, most of the fish are dead now. He just has a V-dub filled with water.
Well, this is my very expensive fish coffin. That's what I have.
I imagine it's got a lot of algae and shit. Like it's not good water in there anymore.
No.
People hold like. I've seen in movies where they have like funerals for fish and stuff, but is that insane to like have like at what where do you draw the line for animal burials? You know what I'm saying? If it's a pet.
I'm trying to remember like we had
gerbils. You just kind of
we had a lot of cats and dogs going up. I think my dad just buried them in the yard. I don't remember a ceremony.
Yeah.
I remember like in TV they always sit around.
Yeah.
And all that.
Right.
My dad I got home from school. The cat was in the backyard.
That's your version of the cat had to go to a farm. It's like, oh, where's the cat in the backyard?
But did he put up like a
cross?
Yeah, or some sort of.
That's the most presumptuous thing, though. Like, is I've seen people put crosses down for the pets.
Like it's a religious cat.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. You never know. The cat could be Buddhist.
Yeah, don't assume.
Yeah, because isn't Buddhist like you get reincarnated,
well,
so you could be a human.
Jewish. It didn't land catnip on Shabbat.
Unless you accept Jesus into your heart, blah 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 blah, you can't get into heaven. It's like, but what? We're the only animal that has to rock that out.
Yeah,
right.
No other animals have to do it.
Yeah.
All the other animals are raping each other. They're all raping.
Yeah. They're doing a lot of that, and then everyone goes like, "Oh, but there's a doggy heaven, and there's a there's a fish heaven, and there's a hamster heaven." It's like, are they all separated?
Yeah. Why don't we get to intermingle with the different?
Yeah, I'd like to be able to see my dog again.
Is there a show you were mentioning about them asking about tanks? But is there a show like a Chopped or something like that you are eyeing, or they've asked you to do that you?
No, I can't. I don't have any other skills. You know what I mean? Like
that's why you'd be great on like Chopped.
I once played. I wonder if there's any footage of this around because I haven't got it. But what happened was they had a thing in England that was Premier League teams.
Okay.
And it was like 8-a-size on these sort of like a bigger than a 5-a-size football team. And so half the team were ex-professional Premier League players.
That's soccer, Adam.
Right.
Yeah.
The English Premier League.
Okay. I don't know.
Right.
I know sports.
English Premier League players. And the other half were fans of the team who were celebrities.
Yeah.
Now, so Manchester United and stuff like had like the good people. They had like fucking James Bond. You know, he was fucking,
right.
They had big celebrities playing Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea had big. I support Fulham.
Okay.
Fulham were pretty hard stuck to find some celebrities that supported Fulham. And like Hugh Grant supports Fulham, but he was out of town.
Okay.
Right? Or didn't want to do it, or whatever. Right.
So it was you and like a ninth extra on the Love Boat.
It was 3 celebrities in each team, and it was me. And this is years ago. I was a club comic. I was nobody.
So this isn't Jim Jefferies' HBO special, Netflix.
I could have sold 200 tickets maybe in a small theater. Like this was nothing, right? This is 10 years ago, and so it was me, and I wasn't at my fittest then.
Right.
I was drinking pretty heavily at that stage, and I was a bit puffy, and I thought, oh God, I got to go play professional sport on TV. Hadn't kicked a soccer ball since I was about 10. And they go, can you play soccer? Because I was going to be playing with professional fucking...
Yeah.
David Seaman, the England goalkeeper for fucking a decade, was in goals against us. Right? This was a big deal.
Right.
And televised live.
Oh.
Anyway, so I got the jersey, I got the full outfit, I got the full kit, the full
Got your
shit.
shin guards.
The whole
And
thing. I bought a new pair of boots. Like, I'm like, all right, I'll fucking do it.
got your orange slices all ready to go.
Like guy who came 5th on Britain's Got Talent, right? Like, or Pop Idol, or one of those type of reality shows. Like a guy, I can't remember his name. And then another guy who he wasn't famous yet, but he's very famous now. A guy called Example.
Is it a rapper?
He's a rapper. He's sort of a hip hoppy white guy. From Fulham, very popular in England.
Nice.
Yeah, like if you watch any of Example's songs, like half of them got like 20 million hits, but he wasn't famous then either, right?
Right.
And so we rock out there. Now we play the game, and there's things about yourself you don't realize until you watch yourself back on tape, right? I had no idea that I have an awkward run.
Oh God, that's the worst to realize.
Yeah, because when you're running and you feel comfortable,
you feel like it's natural to you.
Naturally to you.
Also, something that nobody should think about being judged on.
Yeah.
Because you're
just running.
You're just running. I have horrendous. I have like a sort of like a skip to it. Oh God! I have
you run like a dwarf.
I have like. I have.
That's how we run.
I have a definite like Quasimodo sort of thing going on, and I have one wrist that sort of kicks off to the side.
Oh
like
no, you kind of.
I have one arm that goes forward, like that.
You have a little bit of a palsy wrist.
Another one that goes down like this.
Oh God!
As I run,
like looking for food, like a kangaroo. Like
I had no idea.
Have you always had that?
I assume
like
so.
No physical education coach?
I only found this out in my mid to late 20s when I watched this. So I go home and watch the game. I didn't do anything good. I was so bad athletically in this fucking game that every time, and these were like the Premier League commentators, these were professional commentators, every time the ball came near me, they started laughing. And they were like, Jefferies is chasing after the ball. Quite the run on him.
Quite the run on him. That's such a passive aggressive British way to insult someone.
And also, I'm super competitive, so I was like red and.
It's just making you run harder, but weirder.
Yeah, it was weird. I had these sporting dreams that maybe I'd do one good thing.
Yeah.
I didn't do any.
Do you have any athletic skill?
Have you gotten to have you gotten to throw out a first pitch yet?
Right. You've never seen my first pitch. You just.
No.
Ah, fuck me. I threw out. This also before I was famous. I was doing the Chicago Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
And so for the week of the Chicago Comedy Festival, they let, at the Cubs games, 3 comedians, for the 3 games that were on there, 3 comedians got to throw pitches.
Awesome.
Louis C.K. they were playing, did the day before, and then I did one day, and I can't remember who did the last one.
Bonnie Hunt.
Yeah. I know, right. But so they give me a Cubs jersey. This is online. You can watch this. This is bad, right? And what happens is I walk out. Now I had a really bad cold that day, but no excuses. But I'd had a cold all that week, and I did plan that I'd have a few practice goes.
Yeah. Sure, you want to, yeah.
You know? Didn't have one. Didn't have one.
So nerves are high.
Yeah. Also, this might sound a bit weird to you, but also, when I was walking out there, they handed me the ball. As I was walking out there, my brain spoke to myself in the third person, and went, Jim, you've never held a baseball before.
And you're a baseball fan.
I am now. But this is like 9 years ago. It's like I just moved. I've been in America for about a hot minute.
Oh, man.
And I was like,
and just being like, here, what's this?
And I was like, it feels sort of the same weight as a cricket ball, I guess, right? And I'd never practiced one pitch or anything. And so I thought, how hard can it be, right? And then I was up on the mound. I thought, this is a lot further than I thought that was, right? Yeah. And then I would say I got it 6 feet off to the left.
All right, but you made it the whole way.
It hit the dirt. It made the distance 6 feet off to the left. I made the distance, but it was no good. Yeah. But the thing is, right, I actually, I like the Cubs, but I never want them to win anything.
What was that?
They were like the lovable losers.
I hated when they won. I loved it because there was the mystique of the team that never won. But the real reason I don't want them to ever win is because of the video clip that's on YouTube is just off someone's phone of these 2 fucking Chicago cunts just fucking sitting there going, hey, go back to Australia, you fucking idiot.
Good arm, Aussie. try.
Clockwise, right?
Not even worth a handshake.
Can't practice, you can't even come close.
Well, have a seat. You're not gonna sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" too, are you now, Aussie?
Whoa.
Yeah. They're relentless. Like I had to go.
Jesus. Wait, so
you
them
tried?
commentating while taping you doing the first pitch?
I got a little boo. Yeah, they commentate. They film it. They commentate it. I get a little boo as I'm walking off. I give a little wave, and then it comes like in every because it's Wrigley Field. Every other stadium has boxes and shit that they take you up to for the day.
Right.
They just gave me a seat in like the 5th row, right behind.
So now you're
behind
sitting all around people.
So I walked back into the stadium as people booed me, and then people jeered me as I came to sit down.
It really makes you feel warm and welcome.
Yeah, and then like throughout the game were saying horrible things to me. I was there for 3 hours.
They were just heckling you the whole time.
You run in your 20s.
Yeah.
And so now I'm always like, just so those people don't have good days.
Right.
I want the Cubs to lose, just so those people are miserable.
Man, this makes me real nervous. I just found out that I'm throwing out the first pitch at an Angels game. And I'm a fan of the Angels, so I don't want something like that to happen to me.
Oh, the Angels fans are very nice people. Though.
Yeah.
They live in Anaheim.
You won't get that. You'll get just a blonde Republican mum.
You just described my mother. Perfect.
We're trying to decide what he should do, and whether it's the worm or a cartwheel into the throw.
Yeah, because
have you got a good arm on you?
yeah.
All right, so you'll be fine.
But I mean, he's got to do something he can't just throw it, right?
Yeah,
Like
because they're a comedian. You got to do something funny.
I tell you what, it's like, so I don't know if they're good at sports or bad at sports or whatever, but Jock Peterson, the Dodgers player, his brother is Champ Peterson, and Champ has Down syndrome.
Okay.
And he's always at the games, and they sort of let him be a bat boy or this or that, and he's always sort of in the celebrations and stuff.
Right.
And anyway, Champ Peterson came out and threw the first pitch.
Yeah.
Fucking bullet!
Really?
Bang! Home plate!
Frozen rope.
You mean rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know anyone with Down syndrome who isn't freakishly strong?
Yeah,
But just accurate, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing
Yeah.
is, I when I was watching it, I went, oh, this could go horribly wrong, and then I felt like maybe I'm disablest.
Yeah.
Like I just assume that Down syndrome people aren't good at throwing.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't they be? I don't know.
No,
Right.
The kid in my high school, Tyler,
Why chromosome wouldn't they be?
this kid Tyler, who had Down syndrome in our school, he was like a 7th-year senior, and he beat up a teacher once. He was that strong.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, that'll be an interesting thing if there ever gets to the point where there's a Down syndrome MMA fighter.
I'll tell you what.
There should be.
There should be.
I'm going to tell you something. I had a little bit of. I won't even call it white guilt. I was put in a weird situation the other day. I took my kid to Hurricane Harbor, the water park, one of the hot days out at Six Flags, right? And so we go out there, and there's these two black girls who are maybe 9 and 11, right? So they're kids,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're just pushing back. They walk to the front of the slide, and they go, "We're going on next." Right?
What do you do in that situation?
Just walk past just cut,
Because there's
basically.
so many viral videos of people being racist and stuff like that. Also, I have my own TV show. I'm just in me swimsuit. right? How bad would the footage of me yelling at a 9 and an 11-year-old black girl?
Oh, yeah.
Get fuck off!
back of the line.
Get fucking
Back of the bus. I mean, back of the line.
fucking back of the line.
Yeah,
I can't do that. And so
No.
I just sort of looked at another white dad like, what do we do here? What's our play? They weren't getting. They were going on each slide like that because everyone just goes like this.
Wow.
And then there was like a Mexican guy with his kid, and I looked at him and then I went, can you do it? Can you? And he goes, no, I can't do it either. I go, oh, all right. I needed like a black dad to be there.
Yes.
You needed something.
I needed
Just to
one of
buffer
me-
it out.
I need one of me black mates to be there. Just to go, fuck off.
Yeah. It's so, even at the water park, amongst all the chaos, there isn't etiquette, like, between,
Yeah, but
between races.
That's just a situation where if they start, like, if you don't see the lead up, if you just see you.
I thought maybe I should say something because that's the right thing to do, and it's not about race. It's just about them being dicks.
Yeah.
Teachable moment.
As long as you're like, hey, these girls cut the line, and not like, hey, these little black girls,
yeah.
you know, whose parents are not even here. Like, or,
Well, I did do a little bit of a, hey, no, so you shouldn't cut the thing. And I did get a bit of a, what are you going to do about it? And I was like,
Nothing.
and so my son, his brain couldn't compute why and he was like, Dad, we were before them. And I was like, don't let them go. It's not don't worry about that.
This is something you got to learn about.
Those are one of those teachable moments, right? Like
time and a place.
Do you break something like that down to him afterwards? Like, when do you see a moment to where you go, all right, there might be some sort of, like, parent lesson here to. Only if he asks about it, yeah.
I've yelled at told a couple of young teenagers off in me day. I've got. That's when you know you're old.
Yeah.
And you go, what are you doing?
Get off my lawn.
You idiot.
Yeah.
In London, in the top of the buses, when they're playing their music through their phone, like loudly, turn your music off, you fucking idiot. I've done a bit of that.
Yeah, sure. But and I think, like you said, especially now, just probably not a good idea. It's weird that.
Well, I just think as a person who has I won't say as a famous person, but a person who has a TV show.
Can you hug this a little bit more?
As a person who has a TV show, I think that I'm not allowed to tell people to fuck off in public anymore.
Yeah. You
Looks
sort of
bad,
lost that right.
I've lost me. Fuck you.
Yeah, you can't just throw in a strong random fuck you every now and then.
Yeah, I can't just be in like a store and go, you're a dickhead to the fucking.
Yeah, now you can save people. Now, like, you're almost like you can get more press for that, and you're almost like you can help someone out.
Yeah.
Then you'll get more credit than you should.
Yes.
But then you can't tell someone to fuck off.
Although, look, I don't do it for the glory. But sometimes when I've had a few bevies, I will be known to do an outrageously big tip. I'll do that. When I say outrageous, I'll do the $10 meal, $1,000 tip.
Oh, jeez.
And I do that about 4 or 5 times a year. Yeah, it makes you. And you know who I do it to?
Who's that?
Do it to the uglies. Now if you
Really
ever get a
their
$1,000 tip from me, because I did it once to a good-looking person, and they just sort of went, "Well, that's how life works."
Oh, they don't appreciate it.
Yeah, the uglies give you a hug and start crying.
Is an ugly hug better than a good-looking hug?
No, but it's because you know that no one.
Yeah, it's genuine.
They literally say this. No one has ever done anything like this for me in my entire life. You don't know how much this has just helped me.
Yeah.
I get that one.
Whereas if you do it to a hot person, it's just like they're like, I don't even work here. This is part of my community service.
Yeah. Or
No, but
you're
your
like
hot people are like,
Yeah.
I got people paying for shit already. You know what I mean?
They're used to it.
Yeah, hot people get privileges all the time. So I did it to a hottie, and the hottie was like, "Oh, thanks." That was the level of thanks. I'm like,
God.
"Where's the crying?
I paid for this moment. Show me emotion.
Yeah, let me feel good about myself."
Yeah.
And I'll even tell you a bit more. I normally do it when I'm on a date. Like this. I'm not a fundamentally good person.
No,
there's
some
a lot
motivation.
Yeah, people
There's
need to be
a
watching.
lot of different layers going on
You need
why
to have an
I do it.
audience.
I'm trying to make an ugly happy when the ugly cries. Then event. Now this is what I don't like. I've done it a lot. Amy Schumer tips someone like $700 and makes the news.
Right.
Where's me news story? It's never once been on a TMZ or anything like that. I've never had the big fucking thing. It's not like you want to give the tip and then afterwards go, hey,
Can you tweet about this?
if you want to tell your friends.
What a great guy Jim is.
Can you at Harvey Levin with this? Can you let him know what's up?
Oh, I have a cookie once a week. I gotta have this.
Oh, nice.
Want a mouthful of it.
Now, is that one of the perks of being you? Is you get
People send you stuff, huh?
Free
I
cookies?
get a box of cookies every Tuesday.
From where?
It's not good.
Give him a plug.
Deliciousness. No, we pay for them.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is
We
a
used to get these cookies on
regular transaction.
at midnight.
Yeah.
So what do we feel about Chris Hardwick and what happened there?
Okay.
I don't feel like I know. I know secondhand facts about. I haven't done my own research. I know that she cheated on him. He went out of his way to make calls to people to say don't work with her.
I don't know if you did that bit, but
Yeah, that's
definitely
all.
cheated on him.
I don't feel like I have.
Yeah, I don't know enough.
I know there's text messages of where she tried to get him back.
I just know that there are some of my ex-girlfriends where if they wrote an expose about me, it wouldn't be favorable.
Yeah, this is what I don't get. That's why you broke up. It seems like you didn't get along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
And there's also a thing nowadays that I'm kind of curious about where certain people, like if you get busted for something, even if you do time or maybe you get fired from one job, like there are some people that just think, oh, you should be just banned from show business for life. Like you can't work anymore because you were an asshole to somebody.
And why is our business the one that we get fired from?
Yeah.
It's not like someone goes, oh, there's this guy and his fucking ex-girlfriend says he's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
No more plumbing for him.
Yeah, that guy's plumbing forever.
Yeah, you'd kind of expect that. You kind of expect the plumber to have an ex somewhere that's like kind of mad at him.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
when did that?
Yeah, it is sort of an interesting.
Well, I mean,
thing
yeah,
for
Matt
we're the
Lauer was
industry.
able to do what he was doing for quite some time until that.
this is my defense on the Matt.
Oh, really?
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm not going to defend. Oh, just one thing.
You're like, they were expensive dildos.
This is just one thing I'm going to defend on Matt Lauer.
Okay.
The lock under the desk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wish I had one.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard it, I'm like, that is a good. It's not to lock women in.
Right.
No.
It's like, so you sit.
Well, his
there-
was.
No, that's just speculation, right? He used it for other things, right? So I have my desk there, my door's there.
Yeah.
I like to lock myself in so that no one comes or anything.
Yeah.
And so someone knocks on the door, I have to get up and fucking do it. If I have my little lock thing, I'd go, come in. And then when they leave, I have to walk over and lock it again.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Fucking, I want a lock thing under my desk.
Can you?
It's not for rape.
Yeah. Can you order it with a specific sign that says "lock under desk"?
Not for
Parentheses, not for raping.
Not for raping.
I think if you're making any sort of illicit.
All right, which brings us to the next thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We believe this office you are sitting in right now
All right.
was Bill Cosby's office during the Cosby Show.
Shut up.
Really? This very office.
This very room.
Is that why I'm getting sleepy?
Have you found any Quaaludes hidden in the
Cosby
office?
Show was filmed in
Yeah.
that studio that we film in.
Holy shit.
This was the building. This is obviously the room that you would always give to the head person of the show. So it might have been the head writer's office or something, but our belief is that this was Cosby's office.
Was there a couch in the room?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Now, how much can you separate?
Before that, it was Nikki Glazer's office, and there was a couch in the room. I don't want to say anything about Nikki Glazer, but we know she's got many similarities to Cosby.
Was there even
Both comedians. That's what he's talking about. Both comedians.
Both comedians.
Does that
She does a mean Fat Albert.
is that cool when you hear that, or is it like tainted now, like when you first started?
I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's a quirky, fun story.
Hell yeah.
I think it's one of those things that
Lucy was filmed on this lot too, right?
Yeah.
Lucy was over in the at Midnight's studio.
Yeah.
Over there. We had our one was Cosby Show and the Fresh Prince.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Fresh Prince was in there.
It's nice to know that you're in that thread.
I did one season of MADtv here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
No
Where's
couch.
he was filmed there?
Yeah.
It's a
We had
it's
no
a-
couches,
it's-
though.
It's a pretty cushy old lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of history.
For a while there, like RuPaul's Drag Race was being filmed here, which is my favorite TV show.
I need to watch. You are maybe the third comedian I've talked to in the last 2 weeks that swears by that show.
I love it.
Can you enlighten us?
It's-
maybe enlighten you because I have a wife, so I know a lot about RuPaul's.
Yeah,
Drag Race.
I had.
I feel like you would watch it without a wife.
My ex was a very girly girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very effeminate girl, and she just loved RuPaul's Drag Race, right? So she had a lot of gay friends.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
She liked drag queens before that, and so she watched it. And then it's the only thing, and I used to be like, oh, God, I got to watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
But then I found after we separated, that was the thing I didn't take off the DVR.
You go, oh, maybe I do like
custody
this.
of that.
Then I closetedly just sort of sit there watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, have you got yourself a drag name?
Oh, my own drag name.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I feel out of the loop.
I think there's already enough wrong with me. I don't
No,
need
you-
another
No,
drag. I don't think
Everyone's
shush.
got to have like
You gotta have
they've
one.
got to have like a drag name. They're
Is
all
it like a
pick one.
combination thing? Like, you know,
No,
you're-
it's not like a gaming. But you just give yourself something that you think a drag queen.
So there's no like stripper thing, like your street plus
They,
your favorite color.
they sometimes
Yeah.
can be a little punny. Like there was one called Penetration. You know what I mean? Sharon Needles. Like Sharon
okay, I
Needles.
love that.
Sharon Needles was one of them.
I remember there. I remember there was a guy named Ben, but he always would play Beyonce, so he was Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's a little. That's. I said that matter of fact.
I
Didn't
love that. Yeah, you did.
There was a guy named Beyonce.
Well,
he was
my
good.
my one is like Estee Lauder. Estee
Okay.
Lauder.
Yeah.
My one is STD.
Well, they always say
STD.
name yourself after something you're into.
STD. So
that makes sense.
ESTEEDEE.
Yeah.
STD.
I would probably. I mean, I'm trying to think of a stupid dwarf pun like short D, like DEE, like shorty, but I don't think that's flamboyant.
Maybe mine
enough.
would be because I was a fat kid and
Yeah.
I always made jokes about having boobs as a fat kid. So maybe mine could be Kid Titty.
Kid Titty. Bless you.
Are you allergic to great drag names?
Kid titty.
I like Kid Titty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know? I don't know how much I can say about this, but I am connected to a project
Okay.
on TV as a producer. I'm connected in a way. It's not
To the Kid Titty story?
No, I'm loosely connected at the moment, and to a show that's being pitched with a entire dwarf cast.
Well, why am I just hearing
Yeah,
about this
what
now?
is
What
happening?
the fuck?
This is the best
there-
dwarf.
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
I think you're
Okay.
too famous for this dwarf show.
Oh, well, now is this like because I did I was asked to do a show one time that was going to be a Bachelor knockoff. And
Oh,
it,
my
and it was
God.
called. It aired. It's called The Littlest Groom, and it was a dwarf.
Look at his eyes.
It was called The Littlest Groom, and there was a dwarf guy who was going out with a bunch of dwarf chicks, Bachelor style. And then the twist was, Jim, is that halfway through the show they brought in tall women. So now, so now the dwarf guy was like, you
What'd
dwarf
he
girls
pick?
are good, but I like these tall women
Yeah.
over here.
There's a new show called The Proposal where they just
Yeah.
meet each other for an hour and propose.
Sounds like Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the story of
But then,
Ariana
like,
Grande.
I
and
thought,
Pete
this is a
Davidson.
stupid show, but then I
Yeah.
watched an episode. The women were smoking.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll give it a go for a year. You get a prenup or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll try it
There
out.
were
Yeah, why not?
Smoking hot women on the show.
Would you ever have you been asked to do like Dancing with the Stars?
No, I got once asked to do one in Britain right before I moved here, which was Celebrity Boot Camp.
Is that to lose weight?
No,
you
it
just go
was,
through a
it was
boot
like
camp,
literally go to boot camp where
Oh.
it's going to be a general, like in the army,
Oh, okay.
where there was going to be a general. It was going to be like me and like ex-boy band members in Britain and some fucking
Noel
you know,
Gallagher.
yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds awful.
No, Noel Gallagher's too famous for that. It's going to be just like a whole lot of reality TV
Yeah.
losers
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff. And it was like I had nothing going on, so I signed on to it. And then like someone went, "Hey, do you want to come to an HBO special in America?" And I went, "I'm not. Fuck you, boot camp."
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, and I was doing that. I'll probably lose a bit of weight.
Yeah.
But it's literally
Exposure.
like I was going to have someone just calling me, "You maggot, you maggot, get down and give me 20." I was going to
Yeah.
have that shit all day.
While Susan Boyle
And then,
runs
like-
past you.
Yeah, then running through swamps with a log over me head and all that type of
that
bullshit.
doesn't sound fun.
And I was like, God.
Comedy specials were a little better than that.
Yeah, so I was going to do that one. I believe there's been inquiries for me to do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in some of the other countries.
Okay.
Which I don't want to do that either. It's
You
like,
know.
you gotta eat fucking bugs and shit and
Yeah.
eyeballs and cow penises and shit. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you did mention special, so I want to make sure we plug your special.
New
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
New
New
special. Friday the 13th coming out.
amazing.
Called This Is Me Now, and it's going to be on Netflix.
Or is
Now-
it This Is Me Now?
Uh,
Which way do you...
it's actually this is me now is the punchline to a big story that's in the routine. It's not like, and so people are already getting into me like, oh, I liked him before he was a libertard cuck fuck. I like him back when it was just all hookers and drugs.
Yeah.
And this special only has like, I'm gonna say 4 minutes on Trump in the whole hour. There's 4
Yeah.
minutes.
Cool.
And
Was
that's
that,
it.
was that on purpose?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Did you have more?
Well,
You just
your
were like,
last special, Free Dumb, that
Yeah.
was sort of like
I only had 5 minutes on Trump then, and
really?
the rest of it was all about the Constitution and all the freedoms and all that type of stuff. It wasn't about Trump. And that was before Trump was voted in, when I really believed he didn't have a chance in hell.
Yeah.
Where I was like, well, this is just a funny thing.
I'll just do 5 minutes because this guy's not going to win.
I'll tell you what happened with that, because that clip went viral. Netflix actually said to me, they go, we're not sure, like, if we need to make a cut, let's cut this Trump routine, because by the time the special comes out, a few months later, he'll just be forgotten about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no one won't even be talking about him anymore. And the joke will date really badly, really quickly. No, I got once asked to do one in Britain right before I moved here, which was Celebrity Boot Camp.
Is that to lose weight?
No,
you
it
just go
was,
through a boot
like
camp,
literally go to boot camp. Where
Oh.
it was going to be a general, like in the army.
Oh, okay.
Where there was going to be a general, it was going to be like me and like ex-boy band members in Britain and some fucking
Noel Gallagher.
That
sounds awful.
No, Noel Gallagher's too famous for that. It's going to be just like a whole lot of reality TV losers and stuff. And it was like I had nothing going on, so I signed on to it. And then like someone went, "Hey, do you want to come to an HBO special in America?" And I went, "I'm not. Fuck you, boot camp."
Wow.
Because I was like, and I was doing that. I'll probably lose a bit of weight. But it's literally like I was going to have someone just calling me, "You maggot, you maggot, get down and give me 20." I was going to have that shit all day.
While Susan Boyle
And then,
runs past you.
Yeah, then running through swamps with a log over me head and all that type of
that
bullshit.
doesn't sound fun.
And I was like, oh, God.
Comedy specials were a little better than that.
Yeah, so I was going to do that one. I believe there's been inquiries for me to do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in some of the other countries.
Okay.
Which I don't want to do that either. It's
You
like,
know.
you gotta eat fucking bugs and shit and eyeballs and cow penises and shit. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Now you did mention special, so I want to make sure we plug your special.
New special.
Yeah.
New special. Friday the 13th coming out.
Called This Is Me Now, and it's going to be on Netflix.
Or is it This Is Me Now?
Uh,
Which way do you...
It's actually This Is Me Now is the punchline to a big story that's in the routine. It's not like, and so people are already getting into me like, oh, I liked him before he was a libertard cuck fuck. I like him back when it's just all hookers and drugs. And this special only has like, I'm going to say 4 minutes on Trump. In the whole hour, there's 4 minutes.
Cool.
And that's it.
Was that on purpose?
Yeah, did
you have more?
Well,
You just
your
were
last special, Freedom, that was sort of like...
I only had 5 minutes on Trump then, and
really?
the rest of it was all about the Constitution and all the freedoms. And they were that sure that he was like not going to win. I'm like, oh, we left it in, and then it was like that was the bit.
Yeah.
But I thought like there was a chance that he was going to be remembered like Mr. T, just this bloke that we all remember. And they were that sure that he was like not going to win. I'm like, oh, we left it in, and then it was like that was the bit.
Yeah.
But I thought like there was a chance that he was going to be remembered like Mr. T, just this bloke that we all remember, that guy with a weird haircut,
presidential candidate Mr. T.
Although it's
God,
it's
we could
weird,
be
it's
so
weird
lucky.
because I don't really talk Trump. I don't really talk Trump, especially to my son. I don't really talk about him much at home.
Why is that?
I just talk about it at work all day. And also, I also live by myself.
Well, that...
You do get burnt out on it, though?
I get burnt out on it a bit, but I also... so I live with my son. Now, me and my son, we watched The Little Rascals the other day. Trump's at the beginning of that film.
The original, the Disney one.
The 1994 version.
It's an amazing movie.
Yeah, the car race at the end. Trump's one of their dads.
Yes.
He's at the beginning of Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, yeah.
Right.
He's also in the beginning with Melania of Zoolander, right?
Fuck. Didn't know that.
And in about a week, every film that me and my son watched just had Trump in it. It was just like we were homing pigeons for his cameos.
He's just an Air Bud 9. He's like, the dog can't catch.
Yeah. And fucking the first time we watched, I like Zoolander was on. I thought, my son will get a few laughs at this because it's like it's so silly, goofy, yeah. And so at the beginning, he's like, "Oh, Derek Zoolander, he's such a whatever." I can't do the impersonation.
Yeah.
And then like as soon as Trump came up on the screen, my son goes, well, this movie's ruined, right?
That's
timing.
And I go, what about Donald Trump? He goes, he's the worst person in the world, right, Dad? And I'm like, I guess they're teaching him that in our little liberal schools that we go to.
I guess. I mean, well, he's probably surrounded by the kids of. I mean, you talked.
He probably watches my bloody show. I
Yeah.
don't fucking know. His mum probably puts it on a bit.
Yeah. Now, is it weird for you because you weren't necessarily a political comedian, and then you got the gun bit, and then the show, and now do people expect you to talk about politics?
I don't know what I am anymore. I don't know. Like I get the reviews. I think my stand-up shows are fine. Like I work really hard on them and stuff. But my reviews are like now is like didn't talk about guns, didn't talk about politics, and it's like. All he did was talk about politics, and it's like, well, I try to do like a whole lot of sex and drug routines and a little bit of politics, a bit of something for everything.
Right.
Yeah.
But Carlin used to do that. Carlin used to do like these big long bits on farting, and everyone just remembers him talking about your liberties and your this and it is bad for you. And
Carlin has my favorite fart joke ever, where he says, "How do you know when a moth farts? It's the only time that it flies straight." That's my favorite fart joke ever,
amazing.
and it's from the guy that has the 7 dirty words and all the politics and everything like that.
that one
So
where-
you can do it all.
Yeah, you don't have to be, but it's like amazing that the people get super grumpy if you're not living up to their exact expectation of what they think you should be.
They have an idea of what they came to
Burped
see.
down the phone.
Yeah, it's all right.
peanut butter cookie.
Who in the how long did it take you to prep for this special, or when did you go? All right,
I'm a little puffy and red in this special. I normally work out and try to look a bit leaner on the specials, but it was at the end of a 1-month tour across Britain, so the chances of me looking good weren't.
yeah.
I just gave up, and I was like, and that's the part of the "this is me now." Love me. I just look like a fucking slob in this special.
Are you just? Is it? I mean, you walk into any pub in Britain and you just, get the world.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like, especially after gigs, people think that you're going to get fucking wasted every night, and you do one night.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do one night out of 3.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I get fucked up one night out of 3.
Yeah.
I'm not someone who, and you had me on your podcast. I wasn't sober. Right?
I love that though. You were great though.
Yeah, we had some
very-
I
fans.
was so, I did ring the next day like, sorry, Brad, sorry.
Yeah, that
You
that was an
definitely
interesting
had a couple
text.
lines on Adam
Yeah.
Devine that were that even. I mean, Adam is such. He rolls with everything. But there were a couple of faces I saw of his where he looked at me being like, "How long do I have to take this abuse?" You said something about his dead uncle, and he was just like, "Okay."
That was that was a fun call.
Yeah, I didn't get invited to his 4th of July party.
Well, now we know why.
Oh, shit.
No, but I mean,
So you picked
that's
one
kinda
night out of
responsible.
3 because
Yeah, and I have, and this is real addict, like a sentence, an addict sentence to say. I have zero interest in 1 or 2 alcoholic beverages. I have no interest in it.
yeah.
I don't know what these people are. Oh, I'm going out for 1 drink. I love a beer after work. I love 10 beers or no beers.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm
like,
all right. I'm all right with no.
Yeah.
yeah.
But if I'm going for it, I'm going for it. I went for it yesterday because on Tuesdays we get fucked up and we do a podcast.
Nice.
Yeah.
And after the show, as soon as we get off, we all just start fucking hammering it every
awesome.
every Tuesday. Tuesday's good.
Well, and also you get cookies on Tuesdays, so
Get
how can you
cookies on
not?
Tuesdays.
Tuesday rules.
Yeah.
Tuesday's the best. Tuesday afternoon's good. Tuesday morning's horrible. Tuesday morning you got to learn things.
Yeah, well, because that's your taping day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you enjoy taping
that's
the
why,
show?
That's why I got the 2 televisions. So I come in and I watch a little bit of something on that screen, and then that's my teleprompt screen.
Oh, so you can kind of get familiar with
I can practice the teleprompt.
Oh, that's awesome. You're very. I was watching clips a few days ago, and you're really good at it. That's another skill set that I feel like. you
Yeah,
have
I
to-
wasn't.
We are now. When did that?
Yeah, I've gotten
click?
better at. I was. Yeah, well, I used to have to just always memorize. You know what's happened? I'm dyslexic and I'm malarkey, right? So I just gave up reading books years ago.
Yes.
So the
When I
books,
can listen to
so the books in the office are for show.
These are ones that were given to me.
Oh, okay.
This guy was a guest. He signed. This guy sent me a book. That's another guy who sent me a Trump thing. That's someone who just sent me naked cookbook.
Was that Brad Pitt?
This is the Playboy I was in.
What?
I'm in Playboy. So this was actually the Playmate of the Year edition.
Okay.
Hang on, let me see.
There's some.
I forgot how much I enjoyed a Playboy.
Is this 20 questions with Jim Jefferies?
It's a whole article.
There it is.
thing,
That's
right?
amazing.
So it's all also Playmate of the Year. So there's the Playmate of the Year, right? attractive woman.
Yeah.
And so I got to go to the Playmate of the Year awards, like where she was crowned or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And so I went along with it. It was a lunch just up the road in a hotel. And I was like, oh, I'll go along with that. So I got fucked up, didn't I? Yeah. But I go along, and then I see her, and she's signing everyone's copies and that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I did the old. Everyone's going up. So, here's my magazine.
Yeah.
So I walked up to her with one of them, and I'd signed that page. And I had it open. I go, I signed this for you.
I signed this for you. I signed my article.
Yeah.
So the Playmate of the Year has an article like over my picture.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, she is. Oh, she was a fun girl.
There you go.
Yeah, nothing wrong with her.
How are Playboys? Are they're still rocking and rolling? Are they still coming out every month?
What they did was there was about a year where they went. We're done with the nudes.
Yep.
Right?
What?
Yeah, they took
just gave up on the nudes.
they
They
took
thought-
away
because
because
they
they're like,
thought
it's for
people-
free on the internet.
People are
Like,
watching porn everywhere.
right.
And then they go, we're done with the nudes. And then like they went, come on, bring back the nudes.
That was the
One
that was
dirty
the
old man did that.
yeah that was the Coke 2 of Playboy.
Because his son runs the son runs the magazine now.
Yep.
What's his name?
Oh, Cooper.
Cooper.
Cooper Hefner?
Yeah.
He fucking looks like his dad, man.
Yeah, a lot.
He's also like 27 and getting married to like a regular chick. Like,
What?
Yeah, you're like you.
what are you doing,
What are you doing, man?
You run Playboy.
Legacy.
Yeah. You run
It's like,
Playboy.
where you buddies with Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm mates with Pete.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, he's 24, but then you're like, it's Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Fucking do what you can, son.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
everyone's like this. Everyone's like, that ring is over $100,000. Why did he spend that much? And I'm like, if he divorces her after a year, he's got to that's an investment. Man.
That's an expensive ring.
He'll rock out a quick $5 million if
Yeah.
you fucking one for the men.
Yeah.
it's funny. I was having that exact conversation with somebody where, like, if they split up, he's going to get a bunch of money. And then the person was like, well, no, because it's her money and she should keep it. And he didn't earn that money. I'm like, aha. That's how,
Yes.
yeah. So that's exactly the logic
like,
that men have.
It's like we did a joke a couple of weeks ago on that whole thing about the World Cup where they go with Burger King. The Burger King had a promotion in Russia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right. Where if you get impregnated by one of the World Cup footballers, you get free hamburgers for life. This is a real thing.
That
Yeah.
needs to happen. I mean,
Burger King.
dude,
You got to compete, man. That McDonald's Burger King rivalry is strong.
Sure.
Yeah, but they go, and I go, free burgers for life.
Yeah.
You get impregnated by me, you get a house.
Yeah, I imagine like if you get impregnated by a Russian footballer, then that's what you got. Like, you have, or are there laws?
Any
differently?
World Cup player.
Any World Cup player.
Any World Cup player.
Wow. All right, gold diggers, start your engines.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there anything I was on that? It's when you say on the show, "Oh God, this is sad." Is there anything we can even joke about? Fuck it, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Is there stuff that you ever see or come across that you feel like you just like we can't make a joke there or?
Yeah, well, I think that was the trickiest one, was the kids being separated from their family. Although I am doing a stand-up routine about that now. Because with
Well,
the
you're
kids,
one of the few people that I feel like just.
well, the kids are being separated from family. So 23andMe came in to give them all like DNA tests so they can match the families back up.
Right.
Wow.
That's got to be like the worst Maury Povich episode ever. Because there's got to be at least one incident where it's, you're not the father. And it's like, I carried who on my back through what test?
Oh God. Oh God.
Now, like, do you sit down and go, I'm going to write something about this topic because it is controversial, or is that
What,
just
for the TV show?
for either
your act, yeah.
Stand-up's a different thing. Stand. I don't know how you guys do it, but I'm a big, I wait for it to come to you.
Yeah.
You just sit around and then go, oh yeah, that might be a bit, and then you have that bit where your special's coming out. So I'm in panic mode right now
Yeah.
because I'm not sure if I have enough.
Yeah.
The worst time to see me do stand-up comedy is July 14th.
One day after his special, This Is Me Now, debuts on Netflix.
And it'll be slightly better on the 15th.
Yeah.
But not much.
Do you make it? Will you perform on the?
Yeah, I got gigs. I got fucking.
Yeah, you strike while the iron's
I've got
hot,
a
right?
5,000-seat arena on the fucking 17th or something.
Shit.
And I'm like, oh,
How much
God.
of that? So do you really throw out the whole? Like,
Yeah,
you're not going to do any.
Yeah, I do. But I have like, I think I have like 40 minutes in you, and then I at the moment, and then I have like, then I start. There's like a whole lot of routines that I never recorded that I sort of salvage and bring back to sort of pad it out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then
I was going to ask somebody of your level, like, how much material do you have shelved that you're just that for whatever reason you left off the mic?
Yeah. I probably got an hour of that stuff, but like a lot of it was edited out because it wasn't that great. You know.
Well, but then when you're done, you're just trying to create a new hour. These people pay to see you, so you got to do something.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'll tell you a funny story that happened to me. We actually in the last episode we had this thing called the Pint Men in.
Are you good for about another 15, 20?
Yeah. I got some sushi arriving. I'm just seeing
cool.
how long.
The life of Jim Jefferies.
Yeah.
I have
Sushis?
Cookie Tuesdays, Sushi Wednesdays.
Yeah.
This is great.
Sushi and cookies can be the name of your next special.
So fucking and a retro Dr Pepper. So I was in Ireland when we did this thing called the Pipeman, because in Ireland what's happening is they're changing the marketing laws, so you can advertise alcohol, but you can't have a person in the advert, and you can't have like a beach, you can't make it look nice. You can
it's like smoking over there now.
Yeah,
or
you
something?
can just have the alcohol, and it can just be the advert can be beer, £4.20.
Well, that's all you really need. But no,
Right.
I
But
get
there
it.
can't be a hot chick, and there can't be a beach. It can't look like it's, you know what I mean?
I mean, we have some absurd advertising rules here for alcohol where no one can drink the alcohol in the ad. So, like, you can have Neil Patrick Harris holding a Heineken, and he could be about to sip it, but you can't actually see him drink, which is weird.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Yeah.
But so what happened was, then I just drank with some alcoholics in Ireland, right? And these guys do about 15 pints a day.
Jeez.
And anyway, so in an hour and a half, we had in the interview, in the hour and a half, we all went through 6 Guinnesses and 6 shots of Jamesons, right, to speed things up.
Wow.
And at the end, I was leathered. That's an hour and a half. I
Yeah.
was dribbling.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, "Are you really drunk? You can't handle your liquor." And I'm like, it's fucking. And I was trying to act tough. I'm like, yeah, I'm good, fucking good. And all right. So they leave, but I'm at that stage of drunk where I was just like, let's keep rocking this out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm behind, because we had the bar, as I said. This bar was so old; it was 50 years older than America. Just to put it in context.
Whoa. So Adam, that would make it opened in
50 years older than what?
America.
17.
17.
It's 50, 67.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
26.
Yeah. 50 years would be 30. 26.
26.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
26.
Wait, what was the question?
1726. That's when the bar
Yeah.
opened.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just made everyone do math. I
Anyway,
apologize.
so-
Don't make me do that. Well, how dare you?
So I'm behind the bar, and this phone number rings. My phone rings, and I pick up the phone, and I'm drunk, like I'm pouring a Guinness, pouring my own beer behind the bar,
Yeah.
and I have, "Hey, it's Jay Leno." I've never met Jay Leno in my entire life, and I'm leglessly drunk.
Yeah. And Jay doesn't drink.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He goes, "Hey, I'm gonna be doing a stand-up spot on the Tonight Show," like that, right? I went, "Oh, congratulations on getting the Tonight Show."
Who books that?
Right? He goes, "I have a routine, and someone's told me it's similar to one of your routines. I want to run it by you. It's a nice thing to do."
Yeah.
Turns out, for mine, it was pretty much the same joke. The joke was, they used to do about how, like, male strippers are always like firemen or a police officer or whatever, right? Okay, because even when a man's naked, a woman wants to know that he has a job, right? That was the gag, right?
Great joke.
So I go, "Look, here's the deal. I recorded that joke maybe 5 years ago. I said, if you want to do it, I don't give a fuck. But if anyone asks, I'll say that you rang up and you asked if you could do it. You know what I mean? And he's like, great, thanks, Jim, thanks. That's really sweet of you. Bye, bye. So anyway, so we keep drinking, and the two young comics come up, and they were like, hey, we're new comics, blah, 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 blah. Give me a photo, and I'm like, sure. And I go, what are you guys doing here? And I was leather. They go, we run a comedy gig in the basement. And they didn't ask me, but I was so drunk, I was like, I'll open for you. Don't worry. Like, I'm so drunk. I go downstairs with this little cave. There's maybe 15 people in the room. And then the next day I'm doing a 4,000 seat room in Dublin, right? Fuck. And so but the day before, I'm in this 15 seat venue in this fucking old pub. And so they go, we have a very special guest, and they're all college type age. Yeah. Very special guest. Please welcome Jim Jefferies. Not one of those 50 people knew who the fuck it was. Not one. And so I was like, well, what I'll do is I'll just do a routine that just one story, and then I'll fuck off, right? So I decided to tell that I performed for a party for Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
And Al Pacino was there, and Warren Beatty, and all that. So I was like, so I'll just tell that story. Now, what I had forgotten is, because I don't do a lot of little clubs and all that sort of stuff, a lot of my material now is based around the fact of you knowing who I am and previous routines that I've done. So it's me name dropping. I'm just like, anyway, so Eddie Murphy was there, and then Al Pacino was over there, and then they requested the gun control routine. And these people are like going, what gun control routine? It was literally me telling people, I'm famous. You don't know who I am, but I'm famous.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all the different impersonations and stuff. It's dying, and the story, there's no easy way to get out of the story. I'm locked in.
Yeah. Do the whole thing.
I'm like, I got 15 minutes of this fucking story I got to get through, right?
All while completely hammered.
Yeah, all while completely smashed out of my face.
Yeah.
The gig's going terribly.
Jay Leno's in the back like, you changed on the stripper joke.
No. My phone rings.
Yeah.
Jay Leno.
No!
I'm on stage, so I thought, this will salvage seats. So I turn it on speakerphone, hold on, and then he goes, hey, Jam, it's Jay Leno. Like this, right? And I went, hey, Jay, how are you?
Yeah.
He goes, I decided I'm not going to do that joke. There's no point me doing that joke. I got other material. I can do a different joke. Anyway, thanks for being so cool about it. And I'm like, all right. And I hang it up. I go, that was Jay Leno. And this girl in the audience, like, thought, because I dropped so many names earlier, she went, sure it was. They all thought that the gig, like
planned
that I had a couple of my mates in the back, and I go, if the gig goes badly, ring up and do the Jay Leno impersonation.
Do the thing that always saves my show.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, and that's just 15 people going, this guy's really committing to the whole I'm famous bit.
Yeah. Oh, Jay Leno's calling me.
Remember him?
Oh, what's that, Beyonce? I can't come to your
party. I was
party.
at Jay Leno's car show twice, and then one time I was like on holiday, and I decided to extend my holiday by a week, and so I said I cancel. And then another time I canceled because I was ill, but I wasn't ill. I had like a surgery or something that I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it. And I haven't been invited back since. I think I cancelled on Jay too many times. I don't get to race cars. I still haven't gotten coffee with that other guy either.
Yeah.
That seems like a must.
Yeah, there's a new season of that. You should do it.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know how you get on. Like, I hear that. Do
you know him?
No, I've never met him, no.
Yeah.
I've never met him.
There's all those guys he hasn't met.
I've heard mixed things.
Me too.
Yeah, mixed things.
But it seems like a fun gig, and that you're always curious, kind of the same way how your writers write jokes for you. You go, what car would he pick? Like, what car would he pick for you that's like, and this car is old, rugged, run down, there's a lot of cocaine in it, which brings me to my guess.
Yeah. It's a dirty car. It hasn't been washed in years.
It's got cookies in it.
Yeah, I wonder whether you find some Australian vehicle.
Yeah, sure.
Probably.
I'd like. Look.
What's the best Australian car?
I'd like to think that he'd get me like the Monaro from Mad Max.
Wow.
There we go.
That would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Does Australia have a car company?
We just lost our last one, but we did for many years.
Okay.
We had Ford was Australian. We had our own branch of Ford, which made Fords just for Australia, and Holden was the company, and Holden made all the V8s. We did muscle cars the same as you guys did muscle cars.
Okay. So yeah,
So that's why Mad Max always had the big, the last of the fucking V8s, right? They're all Australian cars in the original Mad Max.
There you go. Well,
When are you going to go back there soon?
I was just there in January.
Oh, cool.
I'm doing. I'm going to do a small tour of Australia. I think tickets go on sale any day now. Actually, I'm going to do 5 gigs. And the only reason I'm doing the tour of Australia is because my brother's getting married.
Awesome.
So I'm just slapping on 5 cities.
Good move.
and
Yeah.
and then you pay for the trip and make some money
so-
and pay for your brother's gift.
Yes, I have to go to
Do you have spots you'll hit when you go back that you just always are a must? Like
food.
Yeah.
Food. Oh yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
There's a few Thai places in Sydney. There's a fast food place I like called Orgalo Burger, which has a nice chicken. It's a Portuguese chicken thing. Orgalo. Orgalo's me jam.
Nice.
I love Orgalo. The food in Australia is dynamite. Really good, the food in Australia. You've been?
Yeah. I just went.
He just went.
I was
I'm
with
going
Devine
for the.
all over, like
I'm going for
6
the first
countries.
time in December.
For cities.
Oh, that's right. I'm competing with you in each city.
You son of a bitch!
I meant,
You got me the gig too.
I think he's.
I meant to tell you about that.
Why don't I just open up for you? It'll make it
Yeah, wait a minute,
easier.
You're competing with.
Yeah,
think
there's no competition.
competition.
Yeah, that's like the Washington Generals and the fucking
Los Angeles
Harlem.
Sparks.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, I did. They go, oh, yeah, Brad's in all the same towns that you are.
Your opening act Forrest told me about it, and I'm like, great. Why don't I just hop on with you?
I know. I don't think it's. I think we double up on 2 cities maybe.
Okay, so those will be the cities where plenty of tickets will be available for my Australian shows.
You'll still go.
You'll be fine.
No, I'll be all right.
You'll be fine. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll plug in the cities that you're going in next.
Big time.
There we
Afterwards.
go.
So I'll do it on the show and then sell those ones out for you.
Thank
Evens
you
up.
very much, and
evens up.
thank you for getting me those gigs.
Oh, that's okay.
We were in Perth on Australia Day. That
Yeah.
was pretty awesome.
Yeah, Perth's a good city.
Yeah, it was. There was a big fireworks show on the.
Swan River.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's the
And this
one.
concludes the Adam Relates to Jim about Australia portion of the
Yeah,
show.
that's where they are. No, it's funny. Everyone thinks I'm born in Perth because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I started in comedy in Perth, and so my Wikipedia says that I'm from Perth, but I'm not. I'm from Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
But when they decorated my office, there was going to be a surprise for season 2 when I came back in. And they didn't do much research. The decorator just looked at Wikipedia. so there's a lot of maps of Perth on the wall.
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, now they also decorated with quite a few Superman comics. Are you into
I
Superman?
like Superman.
Well, that's something you can talk about with Seinfeld when you finally do your comedians in
I
cars.
do like Superman. I like him. I feel like other superheroes are redundant.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Once you've got look, the Justice League, fuck off. Once you got Superman, the rest of them are useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Aquaman's only rocking around the water. Batman can't physically do anything. It's like if Batman wants to get like Batman versus Superman is just like shut up.
Yeah.
Superman would crush him. Now I know it didn't turn out that way.
How did it turn out? I didn't see it.
Batman wore a fucking kryptonite suit.
Yeah,
Like a cunt.
because he's smart. I think that should be the name of your next special.
I
like
think
a
they should have
cunt.
put you in the movie just
Yeah.
and somebody was like, what happened with that fight? Hey, he wore a kryptonite suit like a cunt. Roll credits.
That's on the cutscenes.
Wait, where you said you started in Sydney. Where at?
No,
I started in
Perth.
Perth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perth. It was a comedy club. There was no comedy club in Perth at the time. There was a Wednesday night above a pub called the Brass Monkey,
Nice.
and that was
Wow.
where you went to
And you signed up, you just, what was it, open mic or a...
open mic, yeah, open mic. And then I did what a lot of open micers do. I promoted. Okay, what happened was
Talked about how you knew Jay Leno.
there was a serial killer in this very fancy suburb that used to have all these nightclubs and stuff called in Claremont called the Claremont Killer. They just found him
Clever
actually
name.
all these years.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they just found him. But he killed a whole heap of girls, and they thought for a while it was taxi drivers, and so they thought it was this one bloke, and they kept following him around in a police car forever, going, "This is the bloke." They put him on the news. That guy killed himself, and now we've since found out it wasn't him.
Oh,
Oops.
So fucking anyway, so the Claremont Killer. So this used to be like a hub of like nightlife for all the students.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the last thing that all the girls who were killed, they went off to get a taxi, and that's when they got killed.
Okay.
And so that all of a sudden that area, while this is at the height of the killings while I was at college, that area was dead. So there's just like all these really nice rooms you could do for comedy, and I was like, "Can I come do a comedy show here?" Now, because girls didn't want to come, this has probably shaped my whole career. because girls wouldn't come into town.
Yeah.
It was just like I'd do these gigs just to like fucking 50 blokes. They weren't getting killed.
Well, hey, that now people know where you get your voice.
I do that misogynistic comedy just because the Claremont Killer was pushing all the...
I need people to go see your Netflix special, This Is Me Now, especially so they can learn what docking is. I need people to go see your Netflix special, This Is Me Now, especially so they can learn what docking is.
Docking, it's work. That's just that alone. The funny thing is the docking routine.
Yeah.
I do. What I do it's where you wrap a foreskin around the head of a non-foreskin penis, and they link together, and there's a bit of suction. Right, and
Hey, Jim, I also have a bit about dogs. Do you mind if I...
So Google it, kids. As soon as you see it, you'll understand what's going on.
Wait a minute.
Anyway, it always makes you think, what will the gays think of next? Anyway, so I normally do that routine here in America, and then I do a whole lot of thing about how uncircumcised dicks are gross, right? And then the audience normally cheer as on my side because Americans, for the most part, are uncircumcised. And then I find like a guy in the audience who isn't circumcised, and we make the audience really pick on him. And I ask, I say, how do you live with yourself, you disgusting thing? So it's over the top, right? Mm-hmm. But then I recorded the special in London where no one's circumcised.
So they all have
And so I
disgusting
thought to
dicks.
myself, I'll just give the routine a go anyway, right? And so instead of like everyone cheering, it was everyone booing me, and I was like, your dicks are all disgusting.
You got weird dicks.
So it hasn't even, the special hasn't even come out, and I'm expecting a lot of hate mail for that because circumcision is mutilation, blah, 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 blah. I'm getting intactivists, they're called.
What's that?
The people who want to ban circumcision, and they're called
Intactivists?
intactivists. They want to keep it intact.
There's a word for every. It's stupid.
And so the intactivists are showing up at my gigs.
The dick haters?
Yeah, and they're like, circumcision ruins sexual pleasure, circumcision this, circumcision's mutilation, like this, right? But the funny thing is, my fans, like, they're all like taking photos in front of them, like.
I just love the fact that the people that come to protest you are pro-gun and anti-circumcision.
Yeah,
that's your Jim Jefferies hate groups right there.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I even find with the show, it's like the amount of people who send me hate mail after the show, and it's like, how are you angry at that? It's like me saying on the show, I think the kids should be reunited with the parents.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you liberal fucking cunt, these people. And it's like, I didn't say that they should be let into the country and all that kind of stuff. I believe illegal is in the title, illegal immigrant, but I do not believe they should be separated from the parents. They're children.
Sure. That's an extra thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like the people who are so angry at me, like you're not fucking welcome in this fucking country either. And you're like, what the fuck?
Wow. Conclusion jumpers.
Yeah. And it's like, I feel like people, I think everyone fundamentally thinks they're a good person, right? Like you must, because you live with yourself all day.
Yeah. Sure. So you got to have some nice feelings about yourself.
I got some good qualities.
Yeah. I give waitresses really large tips every now and then to get laid.
Do you ever have I remember in my younger years there was a girl who used to just brag to her friend. I dated, used to brag, like when I'm talking about early 20s, used to brag to her friends, like, he is just the sweetest, most honest, most earnest, like, more integrity than any man I've ever met in my entire life. And I was cheating on her constantly. And I used to just fucking hear her say these things, and I'd die. I'd be like, oh, God, I'm a bad person. Oh, shit.
The Netflix special, This Is Me Now, by the time this airs, it'll be available. So go watch it. And then
It's out July 13th.
Yep.
Is it everywhere's July 13th? Because July 13th is July 14th in Australia.
Oh wow,
Oh, that's interesting.
And then
So
do we
July
get it
12th in
at do we
Australia?
get it at midnight New York?
Oh, I
Or do
see.
we get it midnight LA?
Yeah.
What, what happens?
Does it sweep according to a geographic
Does it
location?
come on earlier for circumcised people?
Yeah, or they just give it a nice like we're putting it on 11 a.m. Like is there like I don't
It's a great question.
Yeah.
so because people have been asking me is it midnight Thursday
I think it is.
or is it midnight Friday?
Well, hey guys.
I think it's midnight Thursday. So,
Well-
yeah,
So
Friday. So it's coming out.
either way, go to bed. When you wake up, it's
yeah,
there.
You'll have Jim Jefferies special.
You'll be able to
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
don't know.
So watch This Is Me Now. Watch the Jim
on
Jefferies
Netflix.
show.
Netflix
Yes.
is a streaming company.
Yeah.
Streaming
So
company.
if you want to see it, it's on Netflix tell me that that I wouldn't like my specials. When I look through, my specials are not recommended. because
Because you're watching too much RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, exactly. Because of all the other shows I'm watching, all I watch is RuPaul's Drag Race and Pixar films. I've got a 5-year-old.
Yeah, and they go, you would not like this guy.
I'll see you, Jim Jerry. Not for you.
Well, so unless your name is Jim Jefferies, go watch the Jim Jefferies specials and you will enjoy it.
The
Otherwise,
Jim Jefferies show and your podcast after the show, right? Every
The
week.
podcast is called the Jim Jefferies Show podcast. The Jim Jefferies Show.
Are you enjoying doing the show?
I am. Yeah, it's a different grind, and I kind of like it's sort of different. Like I think I enjoyed slightly more doing a sitcom.
Yeah.
And I think because sitcoms all about fun and there's a lot of camaraderie involved,
improvisation,
and also like acting is like one of those things where it's like wow. Like wait, I like being an actor because I feel like a fraud the whole time. Where you're walking around going, oh God, there's all these cameras and you go, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where this, it's closer to stand-up, so I don't feel as out of my comfort zone here as I did with that.
Real quick, how did you get Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt
As your weatherman.
asked to have dinner with me one time. His favorite sitcom's legit.
Shut up.
Yeah, his favorite sitcom's legit.
It was fucking.
That means Brad Pitt has watched someone do cocaine off my back.
100%.
Oh, Brad, you need to hit him up.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt came down, and just by coincidence, in the audience was Dan Baccarat and DJ Qualls, who played the other two characters. And
Yes.
legit, they just came on to watch an episode.
Yeah.
And then before, in rehearsal, they were there, and I said, hey, Brad, it's the other two guys off legit. And Brad Pitt lost his shit. He was like, fuck, man, great. Like, walked up to him like he was excited to meet them.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just hit you up and like let's get dinner and.
It was like, there was, Netflix, he what happened was he was doing a movie called War Machine for Netflix.
Yeah.
And then it was like I'd been told that he was a fan of mine and then wanted to meet up. And then they said, hey, who do you want to have interview you for the extra features for War Machine? And he goes, I'll have Jim Jefferies. And I never interviewed anyone. I don't think it ever got into the air. It may be the worst interview in history. I was like nervous. I was
Just
like,
you walking in
I was
going, so you're Brad Pitt?
I was just asking questions that I
He's
thought
circumcised.
I was just asking questions that I thought might be interesting. So I was
Yeah.
like, because I was fascinated by the guy. I was like,
Yeah.
how much is a gallon of milk?
When was the last time you were in a grocery store?
Yeah, really was shit like that.
Yeah.
I read your Wikipedia. You played basketball as a kid. Oklahoma.
Yeah, what do you ask Brad Pitt? He's been in every single
No, I've
interview.
gotten better at the interviewing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jack,
You even talked to Jack.
can you run out and get me food? Yeah. I'm standing out there. They're getting angry at me.
I'm glad this is a theme
Thanks.
I think there is a show waiting to be made called Brad and Brad, where Brad Pitt and Brad Williams travel the world for a year.
I mean,
or at least a week.
He is maybe one of the nicest guys. He's
I love
fucking.
that.
What happened was he was meant to be our weatherman once, and then he went just so he filmed the one thing on the pilot as like a favor to help me out to see if
right.
And then it's like I guess he enjoyed it, and so then he'd start text messaging me really late at night. He was filming in like Mumbai or something, and he just text messaged me and he'd pour water over his head. And it was just on an iPhone. It was like, "Hey Jim, I'm here in Mumbai. The water levels are rising."
Oh my God!
Right?
Brad Pitt sending you funny videos.
Yeah.
He was writing his own bits. Right? And there's another one where he's in Venice and he's in a gondolier. He goes, "As you can see, the roads are completely gone." And that's the only clip we could get because he was sitting outside in the gondola, so he could only get like 10-second bursts because at the end, and it was edited out because at the end of each clip there's just boatloads of people just losing their shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
And he was dressed in like
Brad Pitt,
he was dressed in a weatherman outfit with a big old 70s tie.
Some people are just going, wow, Brad's making some interesting fashion choices nowadays.
I think it was this room we filmed. There's a bit where I go, we fired him, and we made this into look like a 70s, 70s house. And he's sitting there going, "Hey, we had to fire the weatherman." He's sitting there just drinking a whiskey, and he goes, "Lies!"
I love that. Cool. Well, I love saying this. Your sushi has arrived.
Yeah,
so
that's our cue.
We are going to wrap this up. But once again,
Was it
what?
the Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Big sushi.
It's really old ones.
Oh yeah.
So
on that, by the way.
watch the special, watch the show on Comedy Central, subscribe to the podcast, and go see me on tour instead of him in Australia.
It's about last night.